Hello and welcome to another episode of Agilato. My name is Ravi Verma. I am the founder and org whisperer at SmoothApps, and I'm also a Scrum.org professional Scrum trainer. Today I want to talk about a concern or a myth that I often encounter as I'm helping companies implement Scrum. One of the most common concerns that I've heard is Scrum does not apply to rewriting legacy products. So here's the story. Usually we go into a company, they have technology from the Stone Ages 20-30 years ago maybe, and now that technology or the platform or the product is becoming unwieldy. There are lots of customization, lots of hooks. People who've made those hooks are long gone, they're retired, probably on a beach in Hawaii. And so now every time you change one line of code, it breaks another line of code somewhere down, right, in a place you never anticipated. And this creates a lot of frustration. And it's also hard to recruit talent based on technology that's 30 years old because nobody wants to do coding in that technology anymore. Anyway, so we decide that, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to create a next generation product. So, okay, let's use next gen architecture, next gen tech stack. And so we contact somebody from business to say, hey, we are going to rewrite this product. If you don't mind, can you collaborate with the development team and help them figure out what's valuable so that we can deliver the most valuable capabilities in the new tech stack? Typically, here's the answer we get from many folks on the business side. Hey, IT, you see that system out there? It's been working for 20 years. Just go build it, right? Don't waste my time. I'm doing real work. Just go build that system. When you're done, come back and talk to me. Now, here's the problem with that kind of a mindset. It's like you bought a car 20 years ago and you asked a car expert to help you either build a new car or, let's say, buy a car from the market. And then when they're coming and talking to you, instead of explaining to them what your needs are and evaluating the different kinds of cars that are out in the market, you just tell them, hey, I have a 2000 Toyota Corolla. Just go get me a car that does that. Remember, that 2000 Toyota Corolla, maybe it had manual windows, maybe it had a cassette tape player, probably did not have any hybrid capabilities. So when you are giving up the decision making capability to someone who may be an expert in the area of cars but is not an expert in the area of your life or what you value, despite their best intentions, they could make decisions that are misaligned with your goals. So if you are environmentally conscious but the person who is buying the car is not, and they are unaware that you're environmentally conscious, they could buy a gas guzzler, right? If you like to stream music from your device, but the person who is buying the car doesn't and is not aware that you want to do that, they may buy a car which does not have that capability, right? So there are so many decisions and trade-offs that need to be made even when you rewrite a legacy application that has been in place for 30 years or 20 years, that you don't want to abdicate the responsibility and just hand over controls for those kind of decisions to people who don't have the business context, right? One other implication of being involved as a business expert, as a product owner in the rewrite of legacy applications using Scrum is that you can influence the sequencing of capabilities. So let's imagine the application has been around for 20 years. On average, maybe 5 people worked on the application for each of the 20 years. So we're talking about 100 person years of work. Now, if you have to rewrite 100 person years of work, it's possible that not all of those 100 person years that were created over the years are valuable today. So you have to make a choice. What is the most valuable capability that we should deliver in the next 30 days or less? Left to their own devices, the development team might make choices based on ease of development and not based on business value. So it's possible that they will burn through all the budget before delivering the most valuable capability. And it's possible that of all the 100% years of capability that has been developed over the years, maybe a large percentage is no longer used. It may have been valuable at the time it was created. So why should we waste company time and money rewriting dead code which nobody uses in a new tech stack, right? So here are some reasons why it might still make sense for someone from the business, an expert in the product, to play the role of product owner, even if it is a rewrite of a legacy product, right? Number one, make sure that the developers have business context into how you're using the system, what are your most relevant needs now. Number two, make sure that developers have clarity about the sequencing so that they sequence the highest value work first. And number three, you don't burn out all your budget building low value capabilities. So I hope that this gave you something to think about, either whether you are a product owner who is frustrated that members of your development team are pestering you to get your advice, to get your input in recreating a legacy or migrating a legacy application to new tech stack, or whether you are a member of a dev team who is trying to influence your business counterparts to collaborate with you. Hope you found this useful. I hope to see you again in another video of the Agile Auto series. Until then, thank you, keep calm, and scrum on.